Medical units stand by. 30 seconds to contact. 20 seconds. 15. 10. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
We got him. Let's go.
Everybody, to all you art aficionados and comic book connoisseurs, welcome to another episode of Proof of Comics. I'm your host, Frederic Guimont. This is episode number 70, and I'm joined by my co-host, Wrangler from Frequency Studio.
A whole lot of hola as I drop the microphone. How you doing?
I thought you were doing some drumming at the same time.
Nope.
Corey Barton, who was here first in the chat. Nice to see you, Corey. Good morning, my good sir. Thanks for tuning in. I was afraid the James Bond stream last week could have turned you off, but glad to see you come back.
Special assignment.
He said start the show like 2 hours ago. So thanks for. He got up early this morning. You couldn't sleep. What was going on, Corey? 112 minutes. Yeah, man, you got up early. Or did we just change the time? No, we haven't changed the time yet. This is taking forever. We're here, Corey.
A watched pot never boils.
Exactly. Omer Glitch says, yes, Fred rocks. We love Ratel.
Woohoo!
Nice to see you, Omer. I will send you the check for those compliments.
Speaking of
the way. Zombie Boy's here. Woo! Nice to see you, Zombie. Always a pleasure. And this guy called Wrangler. A whole lot of hola.
I know that guy.
Careful, man. He could be impersonating somebody.
That could be, yeah.
A lot of that going around. I'd be careful. All right, I I'm starting to get my shit together now, and I gotta start the stream with my own trailer because you gotta promote your own stuff. I don't know if you know this, Wrangler, but I got a comic out. It's fundraising.
You do.
And, I just uploaded my own trailer, and let's have a listen to it.
All right.
Thank you all so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. I especially appreciate Frederic Guimont. I'm just going to call him out tonight because, I don't know, I want to make everybody else jealous. And also, he's got a great name. Thanks for coming on, everybody.
Frederic Guimont. Okay, that is actually a really cool scene. I really like that. That's cool. Damn. That looks really cool, Frederic.
Frederic, what are you working on right now, man?
and that's Ratel comic. It's coming out. It's coming out next March. It should be in people's hands. We're taking backers right now on FundMyComic, and normally guys are not fun, but I think the site has got some issues right now. We got James who just popped in. How you doing, James?
Hello. I'm doing wonderfully. It is the Christmas season in less than 30 days, and I just want to remind everyone out there, Santa don't care that you're a bastard.
Man, I think it's illegal to mention Christmas before Halloween's over. It's a capital crime in certain, states and provinces.
Well, everybody knows Halloween sucks and Christmas rocks.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Halloween's great. We got Lord Otter's book is coming out on Halloween. Halloween.
It could come out on any day. It doesn't make the day itself magnificent.
Is it really considered a comic video if it's less than 12 minutes? Should my ad be 12 minutes, Sheldon? Is that what you're saying? Because I got to put together another ad, James.
Is that how it works? Like, I haven't checked out many comic book ads, but is that like the cliche? They're just long?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first campaign. I'm kind of learning as I go and taking the knocks. And,
you got the writing down.
Do I?
I don't know. The drawing, anyways.
Oh,
that's what I meant. Yeah.
There you go.
He writes pictures.
I draw words is what I do. All right, Corey, I got something for you. See, I got some nice costume design here.
Shading.
Yeah, I've been doing. Dude, we had a conversation with Dale Keown on Sunday, creator of Pit, former artist on The Incredible Hulk with Peter David.
Nice.
Legend in the comic book space. And he came on the Comicsgate Commandos. Normally we do our show on Saturdays, but we did it on the Scarlett's here. What's up, everyone? How you doing, Scarlett? Nice to see you in the chat again. Corey says, nice. Or nice. That's good, man. We need to count the eyes to see how much I'm improving from time to time. It's a lot of eyes, so I'm thinking.
Let me get my glasses on and start counting.
I had strict instructions on the breast size, so I'm kind of limited with what I can work with. As this is a Blue Rose by Patrick Quinlan, or Phenomenal Tales. Phenomenon.
Yeah. Phenomenon. Phenomenon.
All right. And we got Sheldon saying cheeky. Nice to see you. And our guest is here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce him. The man known as Meme Brains. Also, his real name is Eric Gilbert Williams. Welcome, Eric. Let me just pop you into the stage. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing great. Salut tout le monde. Ça va bien d'être ici. It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Off a flight, so I'm a couple minutes behind, and see you're right into the art here. It's beautiful.
Yes. So this is kind of an art stream. So I have people on. We talk comic books, and I'm kind of like I just draw while we talk comics. I wanted to surround myself with other people who draw, but all my friends are writers, so they just talk shit as writers do.
We draw words, and he writes pictures.
Yeah. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really good. Life is a roller coaster, and it has ups and downs, and so much of it is just perspective. And I just feel really blessed with so many really cool opportunities that are here. And, obviously with Bitcoin doing what it's doing and people gravitating and with the comic book that came out and, all these billboards I'm doing in Nashville, life is just really, really interesting right now. It's fascinating. So,
we got a lot to talk about, you and I, a lot of topics, because you probably don't know the show. This is, biggest secret in Bitcoin and Comicsgate space. But like Bitcoin just hit an all-time high again yesterday, $126,000. Man, it's going up slowly this time. It's like it's just doing these all-time highs just by an inch, and then it's coming back down. It's going like very timid bull run this time.
And
go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Well, me neither. I didn't mean to interrupt you too. I was just musing that there's so much talk of all-time highs about Bitcoin that not many people really consider that it's an all-time low for the US dollar or the Canadian dollar, right? Because when Bitcoin reaches its end goal, there really is no other fiat to compare it to. There's no comparison of Bitcoin to something else. It's just, if you want to buy something, you need Satoshis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That reminds me a lot when people talk about the stock market, how the stock market is soaring all the time. Well, you're comparing it to the dollar, which is actually going down in value since 1971. And if you look at the stock market valued in gold denomination, it's flatlined. Like it's not moving up. It's just maintaining what it's got, barely. So it's an interesting point of view to have there.
It's a positive spin on inflation. It's like, oh, wow, look, your stocks are going up. No, your buying power is actually going down. And if you distract people enough with something that's going up, then they don't even really look at what's going down. And this is part of like the re-education and the reset button philosophically, ideologically of all this. And anyways, it's don't get me started because I'll shut up now.
No, it's good. It's good. You're the guest, man. So you can ramble on as much as you want. Because when my guests ramble on, I can actually get some drawing done. So that's actually kind of cool. Sheldon asks, how would you pronounce the name Grand Bois in French Canadian? I hope that answers your question.
Yep.
There you go. And so,
yeah,
Eric, you've got a comic that just came out. So how long ago did it just come out? This is a new project for you, right?
Yeah, I launched it at the SAT market and at the Bitcoin Rodeo in Calgary. So that was obviously like a back-to-back event with Ben from BTC Sessions.
Right. I know what the SAT market is, but I know everyone here and everyone listening does not. So if you could give us just a little bit of an introduction to what that is, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, so everyone talks about Bitcoin, and we all, recognize that the price of Bitcoin is going up, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, Bitcoin's too expensive. I can't afford a Bitcoin." Well, that's fine because it's divisible down to 8 decimals, and you got a Satoshi as the lowest common denominator, and you can get quite a few Satoshis for a penny these days. So it's actually quite affordable if you look at it from the big perspective. It's like a penny to $1, right? It's divisible.
I built mine up about $20 at a time.
Yeah, that's all. It's just transferring of wealth. It's a better storage of wealth, and it doesn't matter if it's $1 or 1,000 or 1,000,000. It's just wherever a person is at in their life right now. Like if you want to keep what you have, and if you cherish what you have, then you got to find a way to store it that's safe and isn't going to just disappear on you. And that's really what Bitcoin is about, and Satoshis are about. If you can't afford a full Bitcoin, or if you're building towards one, you're building towards your first one. And so the SAT market is really about commerce, and it's about putting Bitcoin to use. In many ways, it's a carryover of, you could say, Alex's old Bitcoin pizza day and having an actual transaction that happens on Bitcoin, not just a investment. It's about like doing business with Bitcoin. So the SAT market started some years ago, and it's a group of people, regular people like myself, that go and buy and sell things using Satoshi. You can get beef jerky, you can get lemonade, you can get places on a large billboard on the side of a highway. You can buy, music and art and cool stuff. And it's all through Satoshis. And so this group around the SAT market, it's a group of people that we're forming this, you could say, this community across the world of people that are becoming more comfortable and fluent in dealing with Satoshis as a regular form of commerce. And I think, Ben would obviously describe it better than I could, but I think that he would agree that the vision here with the SAT market is to help people become more comfortable with transacting in Bitcoin, not just, holding it. And I think Corey here is saying, what if Bitcoin drops in value? Well, Corey, that's a good question. We got to consider if Bitcoin, drops in value, if we analyze that question, what does that mean? Well, it means that maybe the price of fiat went up, and maybe the price and you can buy more Bitcoin for your fiat. Now, but you have to ask yourself, what would it take for fiat to actually go up and be worth more, and for inflation to stop, right? And if we consider that right now, debt globally in every country is continuously increasing, and the Feds have no limit on how much extra currency they can print, just like Frederic was saying a second ago, since 1971, when the Nixon shock occurred and the gold standard was removed, Inflation has been growing and growing and growing. So so then we got to ask you a counter question. Is it likely that inflation is going to stop anytime soon? And the answer, unless someone wants to change my mind, is probably not. As long as the feds and as long as every government in the world is printing more and more money, then inflation continues to go up. And as long as inflation goes up, then the value of the dollar goes down, which proportionately means the value of Bitcoin always just goes up on the long-term scale. And you got to zoom out of the 6 month and the 3 months and just look at the macro. It just keeps going up. So what if Bitcoin, hey, you know what? If Bitcoin goes down in price, that means the world figured its shit out and we no longer have to be concerned about a whole bunch of problems. And that would be probably pretty good. So, hey, all for it. Not going to happen, but that would probably be a good outcome.
Yeah, that's right. But there are kind of downturns. Like Bitcoin's on a 4-year cycle, and we got the happening every 4 years, and there has historically kind of been a drop every 4 years. And but now the volatility seems to be going away. Like it's not going up as fast, and I don't think it's going to come crashing down like it used to as well. We have so many investors. We have so many, what do you call it? Like big money is gotten into Bitcoin in the last cycle. Like we have people who have like the retirement funds. We have BlackRock is getting into it. These are the biggest investors out there. This is no longer just a plebs game either, right? And I think that's kind of bringing it back to the sats market. That's kind of the important thing as well, is to not to have this opportunity go past the little guy. Like this is something that's available to everybody. You don't need a stockbroker to get in. You have access to getting your own Bitcoin that you don't have to go through an investor like you would have to if you wanted to buy stocks, for example, in Apple, Microsoft, what have you. You could just go on exchange, create an account, and then you could be buying sats and earning, or like at least getting your investments in Bitcoin as quickly as possible, and like custodying that coin as well.
Not to mention, you can't exactly fill up your gas tank with stocks. not very liquid,
Exactly.
Yeah, and a lot of the stuff I hear people say is like, well, what if you don't have access to the internet? It's like, well, if I don't have access to the internet, it means things have gotten really, really, really bad. That like my finances is probably like the least of my worries at that point. I'm like thinking about food and water.
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot. Like I'm kind of like in the Venn diagram of the indie comic space and the Bitcoiners. And when I talk to people in indie comics, like that's the number one thing I hear, and it always astounds me. Like, what happens if there's no more electricity?
Then I'm probably dead. The society has collapsed. I'm in the middle of a gigantic freaking natural disaster zone.
My jaw drops. I'm like, how many of you guys are planning for a future that has no electricity?
Yeah. People don't realize how easy it is to access the internet. Most people sitting in their homes have at least 2 different access points to the internet, which is usually their home internet and their phone service, which almost all phone services come with internet. So for something to take both of those out, it has to be something big.
And that's Corey, don't give away my plan secrets there.
Be trading in bottle caps.
I invested in bottle caps.
That's the next best money, Corey. Corey's down in Australia there, so got to do what they can to survive. So Eric, tell us a little bit, like, okay, because you got kind of 2 origin stories that we can go into. Like, how did you get into Bitcoin, and how did you get into comics? Which came first? The chicken or the egg, the Bitcoin or the comics? Tell us a little bit about how those came to be and how they came together, if you don't mind. Oh, you're muted.
There we go. Problem solved. Definitely, I'm a super nerd first. I was playing Magic the Gathering since I was 8 years old, and picking up Ghost Rider comic books since I was a little kid.
Oh,
yeah. Just love that whole world, and I can quote, any like Star Trek, Star Wars, Avengers, Marvel. I quote that all day long. Lord of the Rings all day long. So I'm a super nerd first. But then, so yeah, the real story, my parents split up when I was about 4, and they split up not just physically, but ideologically as well. And so I was at this little thing, and I got this X on my hand. I feel really weird showing that. It's like, I've been marked. Well,
you got out of Canada now, so you're safe. Like, as far as I'm concerned, you're in a better spot than I am right now.
And so when they split, my mom became kind of a workaholic, and she just worked 60-something hours a week nonstop, just grinding, trying to build a life for us. And my dad, frankly speaking, and I'm just being objective when I say this, but he kind of became a bum. He went on the welfare system. He kind of just, found ways to manipulate the government to extract tax dollars. He never paid child support. So my mom worked like an animal to pay for our way, and her tax dollars ended up paying for my dad's wage, which she never paid child support on. And so at a very young age, I saw that there was something going on in the world that didn't resonate properly. It took me a long time to formulate that. And I think it was around 19 years old when I read my first Ayn Rand book, Atlas Shrugged and The Fountainhead, back to back. And the philosophy of objectivism really struck a chord with me and clarified some things about the world and people's thought processes and attitudes towards money, value, and the world that I hadn't really understood, but I had wanted to know. So Ayn Rand and Atlas Shrugged really opened my eyes to that there might be a problem and there needs to be a solution. And that stuck with me for a long time. And then in 2017, it was David Bradley that introduced. No, that's not true. It was my other good friend that introduced me to Bitcoin. And very shortly after, I met David Bradley, and I spent probably 3 or 4 months just reading every Bitcoin book I could find.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got the same vibe when I got into it. You get into it pretty big in the beginning. Yeah. Did you say around 2019?
2017.
I got in the same year as well.
Oh, nice. I was in May.
Yeah, I think I was either in March or in May. I got in like slowly, and then it was a friend of mine was bugging me like, hey, get some $100 worth of Bitcoin on Coinbase. I got a code. Yeah. We'll each get like, I don't know if it was $10 or $20 in return.
Yeah.
And he was just like so annoying that I bought some Bitcoin to shut him up. And but I got in at the right time, like you did as well. Like it was going up that year, and it was one of those years that was hyperbolic. No, that's not the right word. I'm being hyperbolic. It was like it just going up exponentially is the word I was looking for, and it was the perfect time. And then you're like, okay, what is it that I bought, and how does it work? And I want more.
And Corey here is asking, if you invest $20 in Bitcoin, is it possible to become a millionaire from it someday? And I think everyone has their own answer. But to me, look, if you buy $20 in Bitcoin, you're going to keep it. If you don't buy Bitcoin, then your $20 is going to be worth nothing at some point in the future. So that's just a different way to frame the question. You can think about that one for a little bit.
Yeah, I think a better question to ask also is like, if I buy $20 every day or every paycheck for that matter, you're going to be able to keep all that, and it will grow over time. And then you will start to get curious about what you got, and you're going to be wanting more and to take care of it as well, because you're going to learn.
Yeah, $20 in Bitcoin will get you closer to $1 million than $20 itself.
My good friend Patrick says, have a good stream, guys. I'm hopping on Fusebox's stream, but we'll listen tomorrow. Well, thank you, man. I think you'll appreciate it. Patrick is, I'm a co-host on his show on Saturdays. I was just talking about that earlier. And he's very skeptical on Bitcoin. At least most comic book artists are very skeptical. A lot of it look at it kind of like a scam, like, kind of a trap. People are worried. Who is this guy, Satoshi Nakamoto? It's got to be the government, right? It's got to be the NSA. Those are a lot of the things that I hear. And before I forget, let's say welcome to Aaron C., who just got in on the panel. How you doing,
Hey, what's
Aaron?
up?
How you doing,
Good
my friend?
evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Hey, Ron.
That's right. And a lot of people I know are just dabbling into Bitcoin as well in the comic book space. A lot of them are hardcore, like you and me, Eric. not everyone has custodied their own Bitcoin. Not everyone is a hardware wallet holder and all that. So there's a lot of learning to do, a lot of things to take the time and
I was
learn
a
about.
bit of a crypto gambler back in the day, going in on a shitcoin, seeing where I could make money. And I was one of the few people in the universe to walk away with more money after putting cash into NFTs than other people.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Got
A lot of
$400
artists.
extra.
Yeah. I never, I always disavow NFTs, but I know people who made money from it. I know artists are very much attracted to NFTs. I was curious about it when it came around as well. But like same thing with Ether. Like I think I bought some Ether in 2018, maybe for about a month. And it was like, wait a minute, this does not have the same foundation. This does not have the same supply cap as Bitcoin. Let me backtrack here, sell it, get out of it pretty quickly.
Ethereum is the one that a lot of the rich are kind of got into as well. I know it was endorsed by the WEF. So I think that, like, for instance, Solana is also on the Ethereum network. So, like, I mean, Ethereum is basically what it looks like. It's going to be the silver to Bitcoin's gold. And just like silver, it's going to be the common man's, go-to in time. I could see that.
Yeah,
I don't. Bitcoin's going to be too expensive.
It's also more fuck-withable.
No, I don't share that thought for the simple reason that silver still has a cap. Like, even though there's more of it out there, and Ether, they can just print as much as they want all day long. And
and silver is like a very tangible thing you can hold in your hand. It has a set value based upon that.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into that. And there's a premium on it, which is why I actually went towards Bitcoin rather than silver itself, is because I'd have to pay a premium to get my hands on silver.
So Corey has the big question: how much more money have you made on Bitcoin since you got into it? Listen, I'm not going to say how much money I made, and I'm not going to ask that question to my guest either, because that's prying into people's finances publicly, which is not
enough to make them smile.
But let's say this, okay? Remember that $100 my friend asked me to buy? That was 0.1 Bitcoin at the time, because it was evaluated as $1,000.
Yeah.
0.1 Bitcoin today is worth $12,000. Right? So that's how much more. And so we're talking 8 years time. So 8 years is 2. Maybe this is over 3 cycles.
Yeah.
We might get into the cycles later. But WTF, it's worth looking into, man. It's like the internet in 1997. Sure, your fax machine is great, but this internet thing is taking off. You might want to look at it closely before.
Wait till they start tokenizing everything, and then they're like, well, we're going to back it with Bitcoin or some Bitcoin-backed derivative, So that's what I see coming.
And we really got to look at, like, what is Bitcoin really trying to accomplish, right? And that's what my comic's really about, anyways. Is about, like, what's the end goal here? Why does Bitcoin exist? What's it trying to do? And what does the world look like when it reaches that end goal? Like, we've all seen V for Vendetta, right? And we love it. We resonate with it. It's this authoritarian government that just goes out of control and the world's falling apart. And you got this hero of the story. He comes in and he presents a new set of values, something that's, if you're looking at the comic, it's very anarchistic. If you're looking at the movie, it's a little bit slightly different. But
I read the comic on a trip to El Salvador last November.
Yeah.
I went down there to expo 2 pages of my comic at the Adopting Bitcoin conference.
Nice.
Flew down there and I bought some reading material, and it was V for Vendetta. I had the book for a while and hadn't read it. So I was reading it on a hammock next to the sea, not the sea, the ocean. I just had to slip that in there. It's
love it. That's
a good one.
Yeah. Just, humble bragging here. But let's get back to Eric's origin story. You were saying?
Yeah. And so discovered Ayn Rand, when I was quite young and 19 years old or so, and discovered the philosophy of objectivism. And then that stuck with me. In 2017, when I discovered Bitcoin, I realized that Midas Mulligan in the Galt's Gulch in Ayn Rand's novel would have probably chosen Bitcoin over gold if that existed at the time when she wrote the book. And so it just, Bitcoin was this climate. It was the practical application of objectivism and of a solution to the global crises that we see everywhere we look. It was the solution to corruption, the solution to exploitation, the solution to inflation, the solution to money grabbers like my biological father. And again, I'm not saying that with anger or hate or anything like that. It's just objectively true. It was just the solution to so many problems in the world. And once I really understood, ideologically what Bitcoin was trying to accomplish, then I'm like, oh, I can support that. And I'm going to buy some, not because I'm trying to make more fiat, but because I believe in a future where we all have our individual rights respected and where corruption is abolished and where we actually have a chance at getting somewhere in life instead of being at the whim of those who can print money. And that's why I bought Bitcoin. I didn't buy it ever to sell it. And so that's really what got me into the Bitcoin world. So I was a comic, nerd first forever, and then discovered objectivism, and that led to Bitcoin. And then in 2017, when I was sitting there with my first mining farm in my garage, I thought, there was this story starting to unfold, and I was like, wow. So I think I can't remember. I bought a whole bunch of domain names. I think I have BitcoinComicBook.com. I have a few. I have a bunch of cool.
Oh,
names.
nice.
Yeah, I forget exactly which ones I have right now. There's like 200 or something like that. It's just like on a splurge. Couldn't help it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one of those days. Too many margaritas or something, and so. Then I started to write it down. I started to write notes about what a Bitcoin comic book would look like in 2017. And, one of my friends told me back then, he's like, man, you got better things to do than a comic. You got other things you can focus on. And he really kind of persuaded me not to pursue it. And I'm so pissed that he did. That jackass, man, just like robbed me of so much storytelling that I could have done. He's still a friend, but still, you always...
You can call your friends jackasses.
Exactly. So last year I took it serious. I'm like, I'm either doing something or I'm not. So I really, really dove in headfirst onto it and was able to finally get the first issue printed. It's 40 pages. It's very, very dense. There's a lot of writing in there. It's borderline graphic novel in some respects. And
oh, yeah. I think graphic novels start at like around 48 pages. There's no set number of pages, but you're close up to that.
Yeah.
I can respect that, man.
Yeah.
So you got into it seriously last year.
Yeah, seriously last year. Yeah.
Yeah. So is this a one shot? Is this a series? How do you envision kind of because I know I've read on your website, and we've got to bring it up as well, because the website is in the description, folks, if you want to look at it, but I'm going to bring it up and share it. And you could tell us maybe a little bit how you envision the whole story in the series of comics developing.
Yeah, thanks. And to me, just having the one issue out there, I feel so like happy and grateful for it that, I'm good. You know what I mean? If nothing else happened. But if you ask me in the entrepreneurial side of my brain, where is this going? To me, this is going into an animated series. It's going to Hollywood. It's going to be a mainstream TV show. I have the first episode, the pilot episode, an 8-minute, of the first 8 pages just published already. It's up on YouTube and you can watch it. There's voiceovers.
Could you pull up the URL for that, or pull it up on your end and you can share it if you want?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Guy Swan's in it, representing one of the maximalists, and a bunch of other people are, Ben from BTC Session has a little cameo in there, and Dave Bradley's up on the cover. You can see that. And so to me, there's 21 issues coming out, and they're going to be able to be something you can just watch at home as well. And you can imagine going to the movie theaters with a date or with a friend and being like, hey, do you want to go see, this drama or this comedy? Or, hey, how about we go watch the Bitcoin movie? Not the documentary, not the fact-based thing, but like the entertainment fun thing that both the kids and the parents want to watch, because
this is the thing we're doing differently than a lot of, because a lot of people are out there have put informational books. There is a ton of books that talk about Bitcoin, how it works, what it is, and there's not a whole lot of culture. There's a couple of novels. I haven't read them. But there's very little comics. I know there's a comic strip, like a humor strip. There's a couple of cartoons, things out there, but like comic books, I'm aware of one other than ours, Eric, and
Yep.
I don't know a whole lot about it yet. Hopefully I'll get into it as well, but it's nice to see other people doing it, man. That's kind of why I called this stream Proof of Comics in the beginning. Like, not a whole lot of people know, but it's like Bitcoin is what we call proof of work, right?
Yeah.
It's the way mining works, literally, is the machines have to prove that they did the work to be eligible to mine a block.
Yeah.
Now, I know this is very complicated when I try to explain to, artists, comic book artists and writers how Bitcoin works. And it's always like, wow, this is going over my head. This is very technical. How do you go about it when you orange pill people? Is that something you do very often, or still orange pilling people, or?
The orange pill is every day. Every time someone asks, when's the price going up? To me, that's my cue to jump in and talk about what Bitcoin is actually about. Because when people say that or ask that, they're curious, and that's great, wonderful. But now we get to educate properly, right? It's not about price going up. It's about fixing corruption, and it's about having a future for our children. And it's about having a world where creative minds and producers can actually flourish, and we don't have to worry about the value of our products. And so, yeah, the orange pilling is like nonstop. It's a continuous thing.
Yeah. And I notice as well, because you've got your online store here, and I believe you can only purchase it in Satoshi. Am I wrong? Is it a Bitcoin only purchase? Because the buy now opens to a Zaprite store, right?
Yeah. Right now it's Bitcoin only, and part of that's because I've been a little lazy and haven't put in, I'll take people's fiat and turn it into Satoshis. I don't mind, but I also really like being a true representation of what's going on, and the comic really speaks to Bitcoiners as a primary. So so I'm still. It's definitely a work in progress. Like, I have another company that I'm working with, 60, 70 hours a week nonstop. And I'm really, really sometimes struggling to make sure that I have time to keep doing CoinLords and keep it evolving. It's always a constant sort of, people, like, it's just competitions for my available time. So, it's right now it is Satoshi's only, and we'll see where that evolves to. We'll see where it goes.
Right. No, I hear you, man. I know that I'm doing the crowdfunding way. I've been following kind of the model that other indie comic book artists are doing kind of on the YouTube scene.
Mm-hmm.
They're mostly going on Indiegogo. Some of them are doing Kickstarter, though a lot of them are kind of like, what do you call it? Blacklisting it? Whatever. So Indiegogo, there's FundMyComic, which is very specific to comic books, and also supports a lot of people that are canceled. There's a huge crowd of people that call themselves Comicsgate, which I consider myself a part of, which are a lot old comic book artists that are kind of like conservative and have been blacklisted from the liberal Marvel and DC, right? Because that's gone completely left wing. The same with the movie studios and all that in Hollywood. And
I wouldn't even call everything liberal anymore. It's just leftist Marxist.
Yeah, it's just straight up Marxist, if not blatantly communist.
Yeah, serious.
So a lot of people have turned to crowdfunding, and there's a huge niche of talented comic book creators right now doing stuff online. Aaron is one of them. He's got his own series as well, Immortal Rising. And we crowdfund. So I'm crowdfunding on FundMyComic, but I'm also crowdfunding on Geyser.fund.
Oh, yeah.
You've heard of it, right?
Sure, yeah.
So that's another option that might work for you, because I've been orange pilling people through Geyser, which I did not think was going to happen. Sure. So I offered Geyser as an option for my Bitcoin followers and friends, because I knew, they're going to want to buy their comic through Bitcoin, obviously. But to my great surprise, a lot of people who are from the fiat space are like, okay, I want you to get Bitcoin. They can go on Geyser, paying with their credit card, and I can get paid in Bitcoin at the end. I was going to say at the end of the day, but instantly, right? Because it's Bitcoin. Yeah. I get the transactions straight off, like they take their percentage, and it goes straight into my Lightning wallet, like the minute the purchase is made. So it's instant custody of the funds. There's no waiting around like with credit cards. There's no chargeback. Instant custody of the funds, which is freaking fantastic. So I've been orange pilling people through Geyser, which I did not expect. So that might be an option as well, because you can use it as a storefront. There's no like limited time to it. I mean, if you want to, there's an option for that, but it's pretty open as well.
I guess the only hesitation I had was I don't have a very big following, so to say, and I was concerned that like kind of like Kickstarter, if I don't have a big following to launch it into, that it would kind of just end up dead, and that would be like a false representation of the value. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm also don't have a following, to be honest. Like I've started this stream like about a year ago, started from scratch. We have, you know, a small number of followers in the beginning. Now we're getting a little bit more, but it's nothing it's nothing like the big guys. So what I do is I kind of tour the YouTube streams and talk about my comic. I like participate in the community and all that. And I haven't gotten a whole lot. Like I got 40 backers on FundMyComic, which brings me to 1,100 something.
Nice.
Got a
Congrats.
new backer today. And on Bitcoin, I got like $740, I believe, is what I'm up to right now. So, and Bitcoin might surpass the dollar value with the Bitcoin price going up as well. So that's going to be an interesting experiment.
That would be cool.
Yeah, right. So I'm kind of doing this as an experiment, but also like because I want to orange pill the indie comic book community, because I'm like, there's an incredible amount of talent here, and I want them to survive, because the survival rate in indie comics is not high. Like it's I was going to say hard to survive, but it's almost impossible.
Yeah.
The people who are at the top of the food chain, they are old artists from DC Comics, Marvel Comics, people who kind of brought a following, and they're doing a lot of streaming. They get super chats, which contributes to their revenue, and they crowdfund sometimes over many years the same book. So you get a lot of followers at the beginning when you do your launch. So the idea is to get on many streams as you can, talk to people, and get the word out, and talk about your book. And you get a big burst at the beginning and kind of at the end of your crowdfund. And in the middle, it's kind of like sparse. You go on streams as many as you can, and you get 1 or 2 backers maybe every stream, sometimes 3 if you're lucky, like me. The 3 is a good stream, for example, for me.
Yeah.
But
really
like
is.
on my launch, I got 7 with the Commandos, which are my buddy Patrick, who was here in the chat earlier. And the next day, there was a hater that was making fun of me. Look at this, Comicsgate is dead. Like I've heard that one before. It sounds like a lot like Bitcoin is dead, right?
Yeah.
They can't even fund their newcomers, and they can't raise their. And one of the bigger guys heard that and was like, "Well, maybe I'll have him on my stream and see if we can help him out a little bit." And even before his stream started later in the day, I had reached my $500 goal, which is kind of a small, humble goal, but still. And I got like 6 more backers during his show. I got a lot of eyes on as well. So a whole lot of followers that came with that.
Nice.
And so, yeah, that's kind of how I've been doing it. So very much one foot in each of those kind of milieu, like the Comicsgate space and the Bitcoin space.
Love it.
Yeah.
And one of the most like gratifying experiences on my side when I launched the comic last year at the Bitcoin Rodeo in the SAT market, I just did it because I wanted to. It's not about money. I'm not trying to monetize it, so to say. I just did it because I really, really, really wanted to. And so launched it, and then in the 2 days I sold like 55 copies. And I was asking, and in terms of like, if you put it into a US dollar, it was $25 US per issue, which is a lot more expensive than what a normal comic book would be.
Oh yeah, all indie comics are priced around that. Especially you got 40 pages. That's a very normal price in the indie space.
I mean, they're boutique items. So
and they're small print numbers as well, so they're going to be highly collectible down the line.
And it just kept selling, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I want to take this further. I just showed my screen there. I don't know if you saw that.
Let me grab it. And I want to say hello to Lord Otter, who just came in. And
wait, who, me?
Yes, you.
What's up,
the
Otter?
water weasel? Oh,
that's right.
Hi.
Okay. I got to take mine off before I can share yours. Here we go. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna mute it. I'm just gonna talk a little bit as it's going. So
I'm hearing myself an echo.
Yeah.
Is that a me thing or is that a someone else thing? I didn't really change anything. I don't think
It started when you shared your screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just removing it for a second. Yeah. I think it's on the share screen.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's on, and then I'll turn that off.
Sounds good, man. Welcome, Lord Otter. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. Been a bit of a busy day, been gearing up, also been gearing up on a new writing project now that this one's about to come out. So there's been a lot going on. How are you guys doing this lovely evening?
We're doing
very well.
Yeah. It's a
Hell
good
yeah.
day. I mean, it's autumn. All the leaves are orange.
Halloween
is around the
season.
corner. Yeah, man. I think everyone's stoked. All right.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, man. I know you got Iron Seas like in not too long, in about half an hour.
Yeah, it's going to be around 9:30, so about 45 minutes for me.
Cool.
And yeah, I'm pretty stoked to talk about my second book release. That's going to be a lot of fun to talk about. I've got both that and the audiobook coming up. Pretty much side by side.
And which movie are you guys going to be reviewing tonight?
We are going to be reviewing the new Nosferatu, which is going to be interesting to give my thoughts on because I've also watched the original Nosferatu.
Yeah.
All right, let's try to share Eric's screen again. And I don't hear any echo. We're good, man.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So obviously there's the comic, which is its own thing, but I'm also playing, like I said, with building a TV series and a movie around this, and I had to figure out how do I do that, right? And I know AI is a very controversial topic right now, but in terms of making an actual TV show, I don't have the budget, so I started playing around with AI, and I'll kind of show you what I was playing with. So I got the panels here. Obviously, these are some of the panel art from inside the comic, and I have it on mute right now. There's a lot of voiceover. This is kind of like an intro teaser.
We can play the whole teaser if you want. Like, we love to listen to.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, let's
watch it. Sure. Let's watch it through once with the audio.
Yeah,
and
cool.
Then we can go back and look at it with your commentary if you want.
Okay.
So
now, if I go
it.
like this, can you see it? Is this is full screen now?
Yeah, you're full screen, and I'm in
cool.
full screen here as well on my end.
Okay.
So we're gonna have the maximum size for people at home watching.
Oh wow, what a treat!
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this, man. I appreciate it.
Ready to go, man. Hey.
Okay, here we go. Tell me if you can hear this. Okay. Can you hear that?
No, audio's not coming through. The volume's good, but it's probably the sharing aspect.
Oh, is it on my side?
StreamYard and audio do not go well together for whatever reason.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens.
Stream this. No, I don't think I pressed that.
I think it's a check mark. You got to share the audio. Sometimes it's in the sharing menu, I believe.
Audio, mic, speaker.
Yeah, I think that's your mic, but in the share screen, is that it? I'm not the biggest.
Let's see here.
Usually you just share a tab and it works. Are you sharing the tab within the same? Oops, let me bring that up. Okay. Are you sharing the tab within the same browser that your StreamYard is in?
It was in a different. Oh, it was in a different browser. That's
try a tab within the same browser. That might be the issue.
Okay. Let me go like this and move it down and go in here. Is that audio coming through?
We're not sharing right now. You got to share.
Oh, that's right. My bad.
No worries.
Share screen, and what if I go like this and I specifically share the YouTube browser? Is this?
Yeah, this works. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start it over here.
Pull it back, and I'll full screen it.
Okay.
There we go. Maybe pop us out like here. Okay, like this.
Oops.
Cool ass pad right there. Whose is that?
That's next door. That's just that's the co-working space I work out of every day. It's beautiful.
Nice. Is that your motorcycle?
Yeah, wow.
No, it's just a venue that I hang out with every day. And I actually just came back from Canada, and they convinced me to bring all my riding gear. So we're gonna start doing some rides together here now. So
there we go.
Oh,
yeah.
dope! You gonna borrow someone's bike or rent a bike?
Yeah, they rent bikes there too. So what you're seeing, that used to be a service station in the 1950s. They would fix cars and stuff.
I
and
see
so
the doors. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the bay doors open, and it's a huge event center. It's like a man cave with like you see in the far corner here. There's a refurbished. This is a 1970s Jaguar. Right behind me is like, or behind the camera is a 1980s sort of like European England style race car like Austin Powers. There's 3 vintage bikes. Yeah, it's a big motorcycle club in there too, but not like crazy Harleys or crotch rockers, just like good quality vintage, upper scale. So I sit in these couches all day and work here. This is my office basically.
This is in Nashville or?
Yeah. And actually, do you know the big giant Nashville sign, the huge billboard out there? Have you guys ever seen it?
I don't think I saw it. I was in Nashville last summer during the conference, but I don't think I saw the sign though.
It's this massive, huge billboard, and the billboard is directly above this space. So it's
cool.
My business is with the Nashville sign. I do a lot of stuff with them and put a whole bunch of stuff up there. And I was going to put you right up there too. And so under the sign is where I do all my meetings, and I do that in here. So,
nice.
So it's a pretty cool vibe. Pretty cool vibe.
You have good taste, sir.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna click play here.
Let's do it.
Okay. So this is the comic book, and I open the panel, and then we go into animating every single panel that's in the comic. This is like a 2-minute teaser of the context.
It started a long time ago. No one knows exactly when, but we do know there was a time before, and then there was a time after. We call it the Great Divide. All life is connected and one. Every imbalance is met with an equal and opposite force which maintains the unity of the whole. The divide didn't create good and evil. It only created greater extremes between opposing elements. Like an elastic band stretched too far, the recoil was inevitable. The elders say the divide is a consequence from our ancient ancestors. The earliest of our kind sent warnings, which went unheeded, ignored. We and those who followed us were banished, labeled as a cult. So that's what we became. The elders say the divide could have been avoided had the plebs heeded our warnings. But the fools wouldn't listen. Those noobs, those plebs, they wouldn't listen. They called it government. It is said they created it to protect themselves. From themselves. The hypocritical irony makes me wonder if it could even be true. But the elders wouldn't lie. It's just so hard to believe. Its powers were supposed to be limited to protection, and protection evolved unchecked to encompass everything. Until there was nothing to be protected from other than from the monster itself. All areas of commerce and private life sucked mercilessly into its jaws. The plebs created the monster, and the monster created the imbalance. And this is when it happened. There were some who resisted, who endured. Those courageous explorers who discovered the rift and allowed the light forth once again to shine bright upon their souls. We call those brave soldiers Satoshi Nakamoto. May Bitcoin save us all. I am the defender of the plebs. I am one with the force known as Bitcoin. My clan is burdened with maintaining balance in the multiverse and tolerating those plebs who remain. I am the balance. I am a maximalist.
So that's kind of like the universe teaser. And this next part is a kind of like an intro, kind of like a Star Wars intro.
Supreme. Okay. The Fiat wars are over. Corruption is abolished. Free, productive minds are now liberated to create value like never before. The philosophical reset button was pressed long ago, ushering in a flourishing and sustainable era. Life is good on planet Satoshi, but not all worlds are as fortunate. For some, the wars have only just begun.
So now we'll go into an actual animated version of each panel, bringing it to life.
Oh, sweet.
Look at you. Nice.
It's been fun. Imagine if like V for Vendetta had another guy in a cell nearby. That's kind of what the scene's supposed to represent.
This one.
Get up, traitor. Boss wants a word. Why do we always gotta drag him? Where's a wheelbarrow?
Well, well. Who do we have here? Wake him up.
Rise and shine.
What?
There he is. Welcome back. So you're a traitor.
That's not true.
That's Guy Swan, by the way.
But you're John, right?
Gotcha.
Owner of John's Food Produce?
Oh. Yes, I'm a John.
Then you are a traitor. And a liar too, it seems. The worst kind. It says here you're part of an anti-life nutrients hoarding movement, as per section 45317 of the Collective Human Interest Act.
You don't even know what all that means.
Oh, but I do. It means you refuse to send food to those who needed it. That's a felony, John. The families on Sector 12 starved to death because of you. I make sure that never happens again.
That's not what happened.
Wait. Let him talk. This will be good. Go ahead. Enlighten me.
You twisted the rules so much, running a business became impossible, and you rigged the system to reward your friends while the rest of us struggled.
Don't stop now. Get it all out. Careful though, or you'll join the others in hell, where you all belong.
My family, my friends, you killed everyone who stood in your way and called it order.
I bring equality to this country, John, and you're going to help.
I built my company from nothing, with happy customers. I didn't need you. People like me never did. But you need us, and that terrifies you.
Guard, prepare for a separation.
You centralized our destruction. I won't help you hurt anyone else.
Nice speech, John. But the truth is, you simply broke the rules. You thought for yourself instead of trusting the experts. You're a filthy, traitorous capitalist. That's why you're here.
I'm here because your money printer went burr for too long and now you want your scapegoat to help you. Even if I did, it wouldn't change anything, don't you see? Markets run on supply and demand, not government control.
Burr. I think it.
Shut up! You're not paid to think. Time's up, John. The smartest minds created a simple master plan, and you were too selfish to follow it. That's the bottom line.
Thousands of regulations aren't simple. There's no bottom line with people like you. And if valuing my integrity is selfish, then selfish is good. Now here's a bottom line for you. You can take my life, but I'll never give you my mind.
Let's start by taking your hand. See if you're still laughing then. You will help us, John. I want peace, and you can't stop me.
Team, focus your minds. Stay calm, stay sharp, and always do not initiate harm. We are the free, and one of our own needs us. Engage the portal. Go, go, go!
What's up?
So that's the first, 6 pages or so.
Nice. Cool, because you're not spoiling it. You're just like giving an intro to it as well.
Yeah. I also just ran out of money. That's another way to say it. I gotta, ease how far I go into this thing.
Yeah, for real, man. I'm drawing my own, and it just takes so much time. I just did a 24-pager to start with, and it took me way longer than I thought. I thought it was going to take me 3 months. It took me like 2 years, man.
Right?
Yeah.
I had no idea how much effort was into it. And
yeah.
And I'm not an artist. I draw terrible stick people. But even still, like, what's the haircut and what color of eyes and where's the earrings and what type and what's the body posture, and just communicating all that with the artist was in and of itself this massive process. I was almost too picky, but I'm super proud of it. And what's your roadmap? What are things looking like for you? You've seen mine now, and I'm going to try and get out there to Montreal too. I'm just so excited about this. But
I'm in Quebec City, so I'm 3 hours away from Montreal.
Okay.
But the story takes place in Montreal for sure.
Right on.
So right now I've done all the black and white artwork. That's complete. The story's all lettered over that as well. So I've done the lettering digitally over that. I'm still got to do some touch-ups on that. And I've got a colorist doing the work for the colors, because I tried coloring it and my colors were not up to snuff back then. Made some improvements since, though. I've gotten better. But it's good to be able to delegate that part as well. But that's pretty much the only part I've been delegating is the coloring. So all the artwork is done. I'm in campaign mode until December 6th. So I've given myself 3 months, which I think is a bit too long. Aaron, you've done campaigning, right? Like how long does your campaign usually last? Because you've done multiple books.
Yeah, I do the 2 months and then I put it on a storefront. So, but for that 2 months, I think my last campaign, I did around 50 shows in 2 months. So, I was out there pounding the pavement, as I say. Yeah, it can get intense. But then, after that, it's like, it's not so bad because I do the storefront and I don't necessarily offer as much. So that kind of gives the people that back me on my original launch, more incentive for the next time kind of thing. But I don't know. That's 60 days. I think that's what IGG does. But you did like 90, didn't you, on FFP?
Yeah, I think that was a mistake. I'm going to stick to it because I'm, I stick by my mistakes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick to the 90 days because first of all, it gives my colorist time to finish the work. I can start work on the story for the second issue.
Yeah.
During this period.
I don't think doing 90 is a mistake though. I mean, it's like for me putting in the storefront, because once you get the initial amount, it's like, okay, I'm not going to get over say 150. Okay. I'm going to order this many books. So then I have some in reserve that I can sell later.
Yeah. So if you run out of books on your storefront, you're just dry, right? You're not.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Because that's interesting. Because I've also been watching the way John Malin does, another big artist in the space, Eric. And when he's done with his campaign, you cannot get the book. It's just you missed out. So it's kind of like scarcity, right?
Right.
But he's also like veteran artist with a following and a name. So
we're not on the same level.
I'm not at all. Yeah.
But I'm still watching what he's doing, trying to learn. So 90 days, 3 months is kind of an experiment. I'm trying things out. So I started September 3rd. I'm going to end. September 6th. I'm going to end on December 6th. And during the month of December, I'm going to take a vacation, going to take a break. I'm not going to be doing anything major. I might be just quietly writing the next issue. And then I'm going to be getting into the printing stuff in January, February. And I promised everyone would get their books by March. So March is going to be the delivery date for everything I'm campaigning during these 3 months.
That's a good idea because, as the art comes in, I found that I need to change this or move that and maybe rearrange because I do a lot of my own graphic work, my own graphic design work. So as new art comes in, I was like, well, shit, I'll use that, So, and it gives me some time to kind of flesh things out and make sure that the printer is doing okay and all that stuff. Yeah. So that's a good idea to, give yourself a few months past the closing of your campaign. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah. I just envisioned the worst, to be honest. Like, I know.
Right.
It's hard to do two things at once, like even campaigning and doing art. Like, well, I'm trying to draw while on stream, but my attention is all focused on the conversation, as it should be, to be honest. But yeah, it allows me kind of to focus on the things I need to focus on. So right now it's the campaign. So getting the word out, which is also like networking. You're making connections, making friends along the way as well. People are discovering who you are. I'm seeing like my Twitter account grow, my YouTube channel grow during those periods because you're actively promoting, getting out there, talking about yourself and your project and all that.
Yes, I found that too. I get my most I get my most followers and subs during active campaigns.
Yeah. And I think it's not something you should be worried about, Eric, not having big numbers in print, especially at the beginning. Because, well, first of all, Bitcoin is niche. Comic book market is almost dead right now. Like it's at the lowest point it's ever been. Manga is really hot, but like comic book market is like really suffering. So we're kind of like getting in at the bottom, which, as an investor, you understand that that's a good place to get in.
Yeah, that's not necessarily bad.
No, I think it's a great place to get in. I'm thinking of it in the long game as well. And it's also you're building your reputation. Like having a book out, people are going to see it. It's going to create secondhand demand as well. Like people are going to say, "Oh, where did you get that comic? You got a Bitcoin comic? Oh, why didn't I hear of that? Where did you get it? How do I get mine?"
It's forever.
That's the thing. It's forever. You got something to show. So it's something very desirable, and you're building something long term as well. You've got ambitions to get it into a TV show as well. The animation with the AI art is pretty good. I'm going to take this opportunity and show my trailer as well, because I just love to talk.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Do it.
And I'm going to hop in 5, and I'll come back later if you're still on. I just have a meeting in 5, but I'm going to stay around right to the end here.
Okay, so I'll play the trailer real quick. We'll let you go, and let's just start with the trailer.
Sweet.
Thank you all so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. I especially appreciate Frederic Guimont. I'm just going to call him out tonight because, I don't know, I want to make everybody else jealous, and also he's got a great name. Thanks for coming on, everybody.
Frederic Guimont. Okay, that is actually a really cool scene. I really like that. That's cool. Damn. That looks really cool, Frederic.
Frederic, what are you working on right now, man?
There you have it. Used a little bit of AI myself. Would you? Sorry, what you were going to say?
I love it. No, that looks great. And I love your AI looks slightly smoother than mine in many ways. And
I used Grok Imagine, which came out the same week that I was making my trailer, so it's like serendipity. It worked out great. I used too much of it in the beginning. Everyone who was giving me feedback was like, "Yeah, it's good, but too much AI. Let's see more of the art," which kind of led me to do the page scroll with animated panels instead, which ended up, I think, it's much more of a people pleaser. Yeah. So
it looks epic, man. I love that we're doing this. And I didn't know you before, and you didn't know me before, and we're as far as we are. It's really exciting.
Yeah, man, we're very close. Like yours came out already. You're kind of doing promo after the fact, and I'm doing like just pre-sales on the crowdfunding. So it's exciting, man. We're gonna be like in the shops and on the stores, like side by side in Bitcoin products. I mean, Bitcoin comics. There's not a whole lot. I know of one more. I haven't talked to the guy either. I don't know if he's still making comics. I think he started a while back. So there's not a whole lot of Bitcoin comic books yet. Hopefully we'll see a lot more, though. I would love to see more.
Yeah, and the next issue that I do, I thought it would be really fun to have some sort of a cameo, because in the Bitcoin universe that I've created, and I have a whole Substack with like a whole bunch of articles that have all the different character lore. There's like the maximalist lore is different than the miner lore, which is different than the developers lore, the hooded ones, the day traders. They're all a different background. It's a universe of like 200 planets. It goes deep into like for example, there was 2 girls that were twins, and they were born on planet Gox, and planet Gox was invaded by the hooded ones and destroyed, kind of like how Mount Gox was destroyed in the real world, right? And so this one girl was rescued, and she was brought to a minor planet. And similar to, you could say, Mandalorian lore, they're very cult-like and traditional value, you could say. And the planet was all just a ball of ice. So the miners like bore down to the center of the planet and created a tunnel system like the dwarves in Lord of the Rings, and put miners all throughout and borrowed the cool air of the planet to cool down the miners. And the miners then warmed up the surface a little bit and melted the surface, and now it's become like a thriving ecosystem. So there's like a whole like lore and all these different planets, and because of that, and there's a portal, and you can kind of transfer around. It made me think it would be really cool to just have a portal, and somehow there's a cameo of a white cat that jumps on the page in the middle of the stream. But to have some sort of a cameo and a portal that opens up, and maybe there's something that represents your character. All of a sudden there's an overlap, and it's just like a brief little 1 or 2 page overlap that kind of shows what might come in future issues, and it kind of builds like an Avengers sort of different directions, and one day they all converge.
Yeah, little nods, little crossovers, like Marvel and DC used to do. Yeah, that's fantastic, man.
My friends, I got a jet. If you're still going, I want to hop back in though once I wrap up this.
How long is your meeting? Do you know?
About 20 minutes, I think.
Okay, we might still be on. If not, we're definitely going to have you back, Eric. This conversation, we've just like hit the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. So I'll let you go for your meeting real quick, but I'd love to have you back on and continue the conversation.
Likewise, I'm grateful for your time and for the invite, and can't wait to chat again.
Awesome, man. Talk to you later, maybe.
Have
if
a
not,
great
we'll
night.
catch you another day.
Okay, for now.
Have a good meeting, man.
Nice meeting you.
God bless.
Yeah. There is another, as Yoda used to say.
What'd you
Your
say?
AI is nearly as big as mine.
Yes, yes.
Spaceballs.
There you go. That's right.
So many good jokes.
When people see my trailer, it's always a spank session. I don't know why. It's good stuff.
What?
I've been thinking lately, I've been watching a lot of Westerns, reading a lot of Westerns. I want to get back into watching Blazing Saddles again.
Oh, that's racist, Otter. I didn't know you were
Best anti-racist movie of all time.
That's right, isn't it? Right?
Yep.
What's the new sheriff look like?
That was
Geez, sir, you
Mel
use
Brooks
your
heyday.
tongue prettier than a $20 whore.
Yeah, man. That and Spaceballs, I think that was his peak. Like Robin Hood Men in Tights was good as well, but I think those two were like out of the game.
Go and head them off at the pass. Head them off at the pass. I hate that cliche.
Hold on while I whip this out.
Yeah, no, he says, "Excuse me while I whip this out."
Yes.
Oh, boys. They're just pointing to the KKK members. Just pulls out the sheriff. Where are all the white women at? That's such a great jab at Birth of a Nation, by the way.
Oh, is that a reference to that?
Yeah, it's a jab at it because the plot of that movie is it's basically like you. So it's all about a certain denomination of people going around graping all the white ladies.
Yes.
So the movie just decided to take the piss out of Birth of a Nation.
Were
which
they
I think is
Ferengi?
very funny. What is it?
Were they Ferengi?
Of course, they were Ferengi.
Yes. I knew it.
It's funny and
They were
true to
selling a
life.
lot of grapes.
And true to life, based on all of my male black friends.
Dracula dead and loving it. Leslie Nielsen, what a legend.
I'm gonna be talking about the new Dracula here soon, and some of the more I guess
Nosferatu?
you could call it spicy moments.
Dracula.
It's something.
Nosferatu, right? See, I started it and I fell asleep. I was like, well, the family's not around. I don't know what to expect, so I'll just put it on. Although it's made by Eggers, right? And I like his movies. I really like The Northman, and I saved The Lighthouse to watch, but I haven't watched that one yet. So, but I fell asleep, and it just seemed like it was Bram Stoker's. Only the count was ugly.
I'm gonna be real mean here. I am not a Robert Eggers fan.
Okay.
I think he's a very overrated director.
Well,
He does some things good though. I will give him credit where credit is due.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy his work that I've seen. He's kind of like he's kind of divisive. I think kind of like how that Denis Villeneuve or whatever.
He's a lot like Denis Villeneuve, actually.
Yeah, he's
That's a
really
good comparison.
You're good
really
at saying French names. You're impressive a lot of times.
I've just heard Razor said it. I'm like, oh, that's how you say it.
Yeah, I think he does his homework, Razor. He's pretty on point with the language.
He's not a dummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy his rhetoric. He's really good.
Yeah. I am going to be making a few comparisons to the original Nosferatu. I've seen the 1922 version.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheldon says, I still got to watch that Keanu Reeves Dracula movie. Sheldon, here's my recommendation.
You
Skip the
don't
movie.
have to watch that.
Yeah, but I'll do a follow-up. Get the comic book. There is a comic book adaptation of said movie done by, what's his name? The Hellboy artist, Mike Mignola. So Mike Mignola, so it's all in Hellboy style, and you don't have to hear Keanu Reeves acting.
Whoa.
It's really good. So I recommend the comic book adaptation of the movie, which is you rarely recommend that.
I'm just going to say Keanu is the weakest link in that movie. Otherwise, I mean, I love that one. Oh my gosh.
Strong visuals, right?
Holy crap. Well, because he reached back to the early, early cinema. It was that Scorsese, right? And
Coppola.
Yeah,
Frank
Coppola.
Coppola.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So like him and his buddies, Scorsese I think was among that. But they like to reference like early 20s stuff. That's why if you look at the cinematograph, right, and you see a lot of shadow work and stuff like that, I think it was like a really cool nod to early filmmaking. So I don't know. I like that stuff.
Okay. Sheldon says he's already got the comic. So respect. 2 points to Sheldon. Put that in the book.
Yeah.
He's got to watch the comic to compare. Good, man. That's good. Awesome. Let us know what your thoughts on it as well. I think it's worth going back to. I should probably check it out. You got a great casting. I'm blanking on all the names.
Van Helsing is amazing, and just his dialogue and stuff, and his character is great. He's like, we found she was a vampire. We drove a stake through her heart and cut off her head. It's hilarious.
And
It just
Mina,
says it nonchalantly.
Yeah, the actress who plays Mina is. I don't know why I'm blanking on all the names right now. But great casting. And
isn't it Kate Beckinsale in that role?
No, it's what's her name?
Winona Ryder.
Thank you. God damn it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about the wrong movie.
My family's rewatching Stranger Things, so
she plays the mom in that series.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Dracula, played by, I'm also blanking on his freaking name, the guy from Fifth Element, big evil guy.
Yeah, I'm drained. I can't.
Yeah,
think
my
of
brain's
anything.
dead right now. I need to get my brain pills. Clearly. Yeah, that's why I gotta watch it. Got the comic. We don't know writer.
There it
Old Man.
is.
Yeah, Gary
Gary
Oldman. Which I
Yep.
don't know why. It's you just look at him. He's an old man. It should be a mnemonic reference right there. So yeah.
Super fan of his. He's
And
great.
it's seeing Dracula climb the walls like a beast, and when he turns into like a wolf creature, I think that's when he rapes one of the girls.
There's a lot of subtle stuff in it too. Like early in the movie, he's walking through the castle and he steps down the staircase, and if you look close enough, in the shadow behind the staircase in the darkness is a field of stars.
Interesting.
So it's like little things like that that I don't think a lot of people necessarily notice. My friends, we used to watch it as like, just hanging out, having some drinks. And so somebody would put something like that on, or Conan the Barbarian, or, like just some classic movie. And that was one of them that I've probably seen more times than I remember I've seen.
Yeah, it's beautiful to look at. Like cinematography is up there. And again, I love the freaking comics. That was the time when Mignola was kind of developing his style.
Yeah.
He was early into Hellboy or hadn't started it yet, something like that. And I've got 2 big bricks of Hellboy. I haven't even gone through the whole story yet. Otter, you just got. Are you back? Yeah, I know you said in the private chat you had to step away for a minute. Yeah, I think Otter's stepped it back. Otter's done reading all the Hellboys as well, so he's been doing his homework.
That's pretty cool.
And we got Omer Glitch, who just came in.
What's up, Omer?
What's up, Omer?
Hello, how are
Change the setup.
you?
Yo, friends.
How's it going? Well, welcome to
Doing
the show,
well.
Omer Glitch.
So Sheldon asked what a star field is, and that's just like a field of stars. Like you look up at the night sky and you see a bunch of stars in the night
Yeah,
sky.
because not everyone goes out of their house now, Aaron. Some people
No,
step
I'm
outside.
not trying to be sarcastic either. I was just explaining.
Well, you just sound very judgmental, I'm just,
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Sheldon Martin.
I am
Go
not.
touch grass.
I'm just kidding. Of course.
Love you,
Get your ass
Sheldon.
outside.
Just go touch grass and look at the stars.
Look
Yeah,
at
welcome,
so many
Omer. How you
stars.
doing, man? How was your show?
It was good. I started doing Optimus Prime's voice, so I've been listening to a lot of Optimus Prime AI because I'm making some Optimus Prime Toonami-like promos for my shows. And
Really?
yeah, I started calling Bumblebee a Bumble Bitch. And oh man, we were having a blast over there. I was like, come on, Bumble Bitch, we must get the Energon Cube so that we can go bang RC.
All right. So I am going to have to head out. It is right about time. I took sail and ventured forth into the iron seas.
Cool.
But I sincerely hope to be back here
They're fun.
sometime.
Yes, you will. Can you drop the link into the chat so people can follow you over there? I think I think
yeah.
I'm
That
I've
is
got the
awesome
link
to
here.
hear, Otter. We will all rise up again with you, and we will become one with the
It will
matrix
be-
of boners.
It will be utterly fantastic.
We will transform an otter into a machine, and he will become the greatest of us all.
All
There
right.
you go.
I've got it in the comments. I'll also put
Alright.
it in the private chat for you guys.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much. Have a good show. I don't know if we're going to keep going or not. It depends on how silly things get. We might go over there and swarm your stream and listen in. If our guest comes back, we might stay in. Who knows
just
what
go
will
ahead
happen?
and start sniping the stream. Why not?
Yeah, man. I
We
want to
will
learn how to.
EFAP you to oblivion.
We got to learn how to do these automatic re-forwards stuff, but I haven't gotten around to it yet, so I'm still ignorant of it. But have a good show, man. We're rooting for you, and you're gonna kick. You're gonna
Yes,
kill it.
sell
You're
tons
gonna
of
kill
books,
it.
Otter.
Go show
Thanks,
those
guys.
seamen who
Hell
the
yeah.
real ruler of the water is.
Yes, give them all your semen love.
Activate the weaponized cuteness.
See you, Otter. Have a good
Water
night.
weasel activates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Make
have
them leave
a
snail trails.
have a great night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
I
You too,
will be
man.
back. If
You
not
too.
tonight, then next week.
Sounds good, my buddy.
Farewell.
See ya. Yeah.
I forget we don't do this every day.
We don't do what?
This.
What are we doing?
It almost
On the
feels like
stream.
I do.
Oh yeah, I mean, I almost do it every day. Homer Glitch
Yeah,
does.
Homer's always on.
Yeah.
See you on the Otter side.
I've gone nutbag.
Otter Martin re-forwards. Automatic. Oh yeah, we have to have an automatic forward. We're gonna learn all the YouTube
clever.
stuff, and we're gonna eventually get good. You know, gonna get better. And so you guys might not know this, but Otter will be our guest on October 21st. I know he's here every week, but it's going to be special on October 21st, okay? He's going to be the center
We're gonna
guest.
get him greased up and glazed on that.
We're going to
day.
grill him. We're going to strap him to a chair and, throw water on him and ask. Well, he's not going to mind because he's an otter. But we're going to ask him questions.
We're gonna
about
wet his
book.
weasel.
Yeah, we're going to go deep into the questioning of his second novel. Get to know a little bit about his first. I've got his first book, but I haven't read it yet either. So,
Oh, we lost somebody.
yeah, who'd we lose? Oh, James. Yeah, maybe
Am
James.
I still here?
No,
Wrangler?
you're gone. You're gone,
okay.
Wrangler.
Then maybe you
I was
lost me.
promoting Hail Kitty, Bad Kitty, Hellstar, Haley Star, Bad Kitty.
James is back.
I'm back.
Yeah,
It's fun. Hopefully you get a book sold. I'm gonna start promoting you. Sell some books.
right.
Much
Yeah.
appreciated.
I've been telling people for Christmas, get your kids these books. Buy 10 of them. Give them to all your younglings.
That's right. Yeah. You got a trailer as well, Wrangler. Can you send me the trailer file? I will also be.
We also did a little audio snippet of your book as well. Do you remember that, Wrangler?
Yeah, that's right. That was a while ago. I got to figure out what I do with that file.
Yeah, drop that shit in the comments, Wrangler.
Right, Sheldon. So I hang out with these weird people who call themselves writers who just don't do pictures for some reason. We tolerate
Everybody's a
them.
writer.
And I'm moving into sound.
So I've been told.
These guys are real writers, Frederick. They're not just your typical creative writing course writers who want to write for Netflix and make these picture books. They're real ones. They didn't go to technical college.
Technically, most of the writers here would actually fall underneath the banner of novelist because they write long-form fiction.
Oh, there we go.
Right, because you're a real writer, not one of those bullshit ones. I took a creative writing course at my technical college. I'm a writer now.
I've
What are you doing in here? Well, don't stare.
Sorry, James. On you right there.
I ordered a few of those
Eddie,
technical books on. I ordered a few of those technical books on radio, producing radio dramas.
Really?
Yes, and I was extremely ashamed of how much money I had to spend on the obvious. Like, it goes into theory, it goes heavily into like all this like nonsense that doesn't directly have to do with radio drama. And then it goes into the most obvious bullshit that you can pick up by just listening to it.
Yeah.
It just almost, it's taking what you know and just defining it. And I felt like, wow, this is a $35 book. And I feel like I'm just breezing through and not learning a damn thing.
Yeah, I feel that way. I've got a couple of books on. I've got a book on writing comics, which I'm reading the first chapters and I'm like, yeah, I know that's kind of obvious. But sometimes I also wonder, like, maybe it's good to rehash the obvious. Sometimes we lose sight of the obvious.
Well, you have to put your mind like you're a kid who doesn't know shit, right? Like, so that's your audience, like somebody young who doesn't know anything. So you have to explain everything.
But you're hoping to get some advanced stuff that'll give you some insight, and you will
There's small tidbits that stick out to me, like, okay, that's useful. I'll write that down. But except like the first useful thing was on page 20, the next useful thing was on page 100.
No.
Yeah, Sheldon is like, it's like paying $35 to insult you.
Kind of. It's like paying $35 to have someone talk to you about something you know as if you were a child.
Sheldon, it's like when simps give money to e-thoughts. Instead of giving the money to the e-thoughts, give it to me. I will do it to you for free and give you nothing. Oh my god!
So
give us your money. Sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. We're having a good time. I was just going to ask James, how's your radio play project coming along? Because you're working on something that's radio centric, right?
Yes, right now one of my side projects is writing a radio play for a now defunct massive multiplayer online game that still has a pretty savage fan base, so they're excited.
Okay.
I plotted it out, still working on tightening up the plot a bit, and I written out about 8 or 9 scenes to get it going, but it's it's going to be about, it looks like it's going to need about 10 cast members, but like you could easily have a person do maybe 2 of them.
Right. Some people can do multiple voices.
Yeah, and there's only maybe 3 cast members that have a lot of lines. Most of them are underneath 20 lines.
Nice.
Keeping it nice and tight.
I bet you can get a man to do a woman's voice because all the other women on the internet are men anyways.
Possibly. Oh, frequency. I found that little audio snippet I did for you.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Where do I send it if you guys want to present it?
Is it just audio or does it have video?
It's just audio.
I mean, I can
You can
upload
send
it
it to
here.
me at chatterbait.com under Hentai Honey Buns 2.
You can send it to me on the Discord. I can download it and upload it here as an audio and play it because we have audio now on StreamYards.
Okay. Well, I
Like
can't
this.
send it to you through Discord. It's a bit too big for Discord, so I might have to
Shake
upload
it,
it
Sabrina,
to,
shake it.
Well, we'll figure it out after the stream and we'll play it next
I'll
time.
upload it to my Google Drive and just send
Hey,
it.
Oh, that works.
Oh, that works. Yeah. Hey, Fred, have you heard or have you guys heard about how people are streaming via Discord and like working around the fees of like StreamYards or multi-streaming platforms or whatever? Because you can have like 9 people over there.
Oh, are they using like OBS?
Yeah. They're using OBS to do it somehow, and Discord, and I'm just like, how are they doing this? Because I want in. Let me in, bitches.
Yeah, my computer's overheating already, so I don't think it would be a solution in the immediate.
Well, mine too, because OBS overheats my machine like fucking crazy, even on low shitty settings.
Yeah.
But somebody was telling, so I'm gonna look into it. But someone's saying like with Discord, you could do a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Like,
you're going through. Are you going through Discord for the ping tuber, James, for your lizard?
Oh.
Yes, and you actually can have like multiple people on a single sort of ping tuber lineup here.
Right.
So terrible with Discord. Ugh, don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I suppose I got to get better because there's a lot of stuff going on there. So I don't know.
Yeah, but everyone's got their own Discord. It's a bit.
Everybody's got a Discord.
Yeah.
It's good for building a fan base too, because they're the radical ones too. They're the nutbags that will give you your money for e-thoughting nothing.
Like you go to your Discord, it's like, hey guys, I had a stomach ache yesterday, so I wasn't able to do what I thought I could. It'd be about 2 days late. Like, wait. We can sacrifice a virgin. Would that help?
Yes. I have a big fat hog. Send me sluts and cocaine. And they'll be like, where's the address? Join the Discord for sending me your sluts and cocaine.
Sheldon says that's what DMQFE has been doing for years. I don't know who that is. Using Discord to stream everyone's drawings. Okay,
Speaking of Discord, I sent you the link through Discord, Freddie.
Let me look into it.
Ooh, Freddie. Ooh, I like that. He calls you Freddie. Oh my. Hello, Freddie. Hello,
He has
Freddie.
earned that privilege.
Frederic.
He's a lizard after all. Hello,
We're gonna have a
lizard.
conversation after the show.
James.
Okay,
Trying to figure out Wrangler and James has been a nightmare for me. I'm like, who the fuck
Okay,
is talking?
okay.
Wait, is this one James? Is this one Wrangler?
Okay, how the fuck do I download
are awesome.
this?
Yes.
Well, guys, I got to take off. I appreciate the invite.
Hey, thanks for coming on, Aaron. It's nice to
Yes.
see you. And
Nice to meet you, sir.
Immortal Rising. Yes, a pleasure.
Yes, and I hope to come back, and I gotta have you on. I will be back to streaming regularly soon, so I'll have you right on right away. So, and actually, you too, Homer. It would be cool to actually hang out with you because we haven't hung out yet. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds
And
good, man.
Wrangler, good night.
I'd
All
love
right,
to
see you
have-
You
guys.
have a good one, man.
Yeah. Take care, Aaron. Talk to you soon.
God bless.
Yeah. Aaron's
Till
also
all are one.
he's also a
Eh.
commando.
Till all are one.
John and Carter fan edition. I haven't been watching those. They have creators and draw their characters while talking about their comic books.
Oh, is that Mike S. Miller?
Wrangler.
I think so, right?
No, it's like an offshoot. It's the fan edition. It's run by I can't remember the other guy. It's one of the lower ranking. I don't want to like. I'm not trying to. It's a fan that put it on. I think Mike shows up from time to time. I don't think he runs it.
Okay.
Because I know Mike S. Miller does a drawn and quartered YouTube show, but I didn't know if it was the same one. I'm pretty sure there's a few people that use that for their streams.
Okay, James, the file's a bit too large at 30 megs for StreamYard as well. So we're gonna have to
Sheldon Martin
compress it.
says,
convert it to an MP3.
Busby.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that live though. So
Okay, well, give me 2
It'll
minutes.
take-
I'll do it.
cool. Sounds good.
It'll take forever, James. His computer's overheating. Didn't you hear?
It going like for 7-8 years. Oh, I've got a lot of catching up to do. It's not Mike S.
Sheldon, drop the link to that. I
Chester
gotta
Busby
see if I'm
runs it.
subscribed.
Oh, Chester Busby. Yeah, drop the link, man. We'll have a look into it. See. All right, sounds good.
Do people watch Sheldon? I mean, that's probably why I don't see it or go over there because probably not enough people watch that shit, Sheldon. I want to go where the people are.
How's it been going, man? For like you've been streaming every day for has it been a week now?
Yeah, this is going into week 2. I'm having so much fun, Fred. I'm not even tired of the streaming. I'm just like more so. I'm adding more work. So I started doing
Sheldon
again.
cannot. He's not modded. Let me fix that, Sheldon.
No ranch for Sheldon. Oh,
I have the power.
You have felled Sheldon Martin.
We'll make it happen.
I love Sheldon Martin. He's good.
Yeah,
he's great.
a regular now, so it's nice to
Yes,
see him.
he's a good guy.
The chats.
You're a good guy, Sheldon. You're a good guy.
Okay.
All right, I sent the MP3. This time I could just upload it straight to Discord because it's much smaller.
Awesome. Let me get to it.
MP3s are Asian. Whatever, black.
They're Asian.
Yeah, much smaller. WAV files are really huge.
You got to put it in
Okay.
sideways, I hear, James.
So Sheldon, by the power invested in me, you are now named as a moderator.
I'll be back in a sec, maybe 2.
So
Sheldon Martin.
okay, that's enough. Congratulations, Sheldon. You can now post links. And let me grab that MP3 of Haley's World. We'll make that happen, and that's going to take us into the shill time, I believe.
Showtime. Shill time. Yeah.
Correct. How do I freaking download this bullshit? Oh, it's the download button. That makes sense.
I'm not a professional YouTuber. I just play one on the internet.
Exactly. I usually have lines to read, so you know.
Yeah. I got a teleprompter, folks.
Okay, let me close a couple of tabs here. Upload.
How many you got open tonight? About 250?
No, it's really not that bad. It's 8, which is totally
That's
normal.
manageable. Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm not too bad. Now, don't ask me how many browsers I have open. That's just rude.
Yeah. I got 7 browsers open, and one of them has like 170 tabs open. I'm just
Okay,
like,
so I have
can't get
too
rid of
many
them yet.
files in my StreamYard.
Your
So
audio.
now I'm paying. Well, it's files like across audio, video. So regardless.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I can just delete something. Let me look at something that's useless.
Well, if Bitcoin will become the ultimate type of a form of the currency been adopted by human society, I can tell exactly what's going to happen as the worst scenario or the must scenario. We're all going to die. This is not a joke.
Okay, I deleted one. Let me add it here.
No, you
Real quick
Asians,
question.
sir, are gonna die. I, on the other hand, will have Bitcoin.
Yes.
Immortality. Did you guys talk about Bitcoin and doing that thing for?
We did. We had a
yeah.
guest on and everything, and
Cool.
The
I'll
talked
give
about
it
Bitcoin
his.
crowd kind of freaks me out a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, you
really
will-
into Bitcoin.
well, it's
Like really.
yeah. I mean, most Bitcoiners are. I mean, I tone it down for you guys. You know, I try
I
not
know.
to.
There's a reason they call it the Church of Bitcoin.
They
I
don't
can
call it
tell
that.
you tone it down
Do
for
they?
us.
Well,
Fred,
yeah,
'cause
on
you're
the
trying to
meme
get us
side.
in. You're
On the
trying to
meme
get us
side.
into your church of
Well, it's
of
the only cult
Scientology.
where its members get richer. I'll tell you that.
Well, it's not really a cult now, is it? It's
Well,
hard
it's
to
a-
be a cult if there's no centralized thing here. It's all about decentralization, really. It's
Well,
kind of the opposite.
The network is decentralized, but there's people that are
But
kind
the
of
following
like
is cultish.
yeah, I'd say so. There's dominant voices
Give
in
us
the
your
space
virgins and your wives. We will fuck them.
for sure.
They continue toward the dock.
Okay, I got it. It's working. Let's go into shill time before we play that because that's appropriate for shill time. So it's time.
Convoy, 12 o'clock, on my command! Deploy! Okay, now. Little off course here. Holy mommy fucking shit!
Oh, there they are. Look at these gorgeous sons of bitches.
That's right. Let me give a shout out to our guest tonight, Eric, who's also known as Meme Brains and has a CoinLords. All the links are in the description, so check that out. Give it a look. Give it a look. You cannot purchase it if you don't have any Bitcoin yet. So it's got a little bit of a moat, a wall, an obstacle. I will get myself a copy because I got the Bitcoin. But we'll definitely have him back on, and we'll figure out a way to get it for people who've got Fiat as well, because I think he's interested in getting the word out, orange pilling the people. So do check out the links. He's got a Substack as well. He's got a Twitter. It's all in there. Give him a shout out. I appreciate it. And then we'll go starting at the bottom. Our legal lizard here, James. Can you tell us what you're working on and where can people find you?
Yes, I am working on a number of things. I'm actually going on a minor hiatus so that way I can actually focus on the mega releases I got coming up. I have one audio radio drama coming up set in the fictional video game universe of the secret world where all legends and myths and rumors are true. Check that out. It's going to be really cool. Hopefully that'll be dropping sometime around next year. Early next year, maybe around February, if all the recording goes right. Besides that, I'm working on a multitude of short story series, one of which I've recently hit the midway point, and that'll be picking up next year as well. And I also dropped a trailer today, which we didn't show off, but we'll show off later because it's on Substack and all that.
Oh, we'll have to check it out next week then.
Yes, that's for my upcoming series, for which our very own Frederic Guimont is working on some cover art for it. It's called The Evergreen. More word on that in the future.
Look at that. It's totally trees.
Beautiful,
There's
sir.
totally not a human face in there. You're hallucinating. I'm
Yeah,
not.
it's going to
You
be
are.
groovy. It's going to be a groovy cover. Y'all going to really love it. You can find all that at worldwithoutend.substack.worldwithoutendlore.substack.com. But besides that, well, I have the floor. Let me show you this cover for a book that I came in the mail today while searching for particular research material on audio dramas. This is Orson Welles, the gentleman who wrote and originally produced the War of the Worlds back in the day. He was also a artist as well, and this is a book that cost me less than $20, full of his art, which he used to stage his radio plays as well as later on his actual television shows. This is hand-drawn artwork for particular actors. And
He did art for his radio plays?
Yes, he did art for his radio plays, so that way
That's awesome.
The people, playing the roles would know what their characters would look like.
They'd get a visual in their head while playing the
Exactly.
part.
Like this one. Check it out. He's got these two characters. Julian Marlowe is Viola. Viola is the character. That's the actress. So he's drawing.
Oh, it could have been used as advertisement also,
Exactly.
perhaps?
Things of that nature. And he also eventually would produce television and things of that nature when the TV become popular. You take a lot of the radio shows and turn them into television. This is another piece for one of his plays. There's a lot of text that goes around here that I'm not showing because I just took real quick snippets. But this is all art that was unreleased for many years that he just drew for rough sketches of characters, locations, and plays that he wanted to make. And some of them were for productions. Like this is a big production piece here, drawing out the entire character, even down to the shoes they're supposed to be wearing, with a lot of detail here of breaking down what all this is about. So there's a lot of this really great art throughout it. This is another side.
That's awesome.
Characters and scenes. But not only that, but he also did, I guess, what you'd call memes before memes were there.
I hurt myself today. You guys ever see that one?
That's awesome.
Kermit singing "Hurt."
Yeah. So there's a lot of really cool art work in here of a variety of pieces. These are just some of the pieces that I enjoyed and wanted to share. These are sideways, unfortunately. I took the picture vertically, but it still came out sideways like phones do. There's a lot of really great stuff in there. Just wanted to show that off real quick before we continue the shilling.
I had no idea that he was also an artist. In fact, I'm going to admit, even though I knew he did the radio drama War of the Worlds, I didn't know he wrote it.
Oh, yeah. That was an original piece. Well, it was
also,
actually
my favorite work from him. He was the voice of Unicron.
It was written by Orson Welles, but his adaptation was very particular because it mimicked radio itself.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It was written by H.G. Wells, right? The
Yes.
original? Yeah.
H.G. Wells. Yes, my bad. But he rewrote it to be on the radio, for the radio, as if it was all news broadcasts, and people heard it. And a lot of people thought the Earth was being invaded by Martians. So I just wanted to show off this
In a
awesome
weird
book.
way, he almost turned it into an epistolary.
Yes, actually, he very much did. But this is a lot of his artwork. This was actually for a movie, I believe. This was costume design for a movie. But it's really cool that I found this. It's got over 100 pieces of art in it, and it was less than $20 on Amazon. So this is a good coffee table book there that I'll be holding on to. But I know we shilling here. So let the shilling continue. Who's up next?
Yeah, we got Omer Glitch, but before we get into that, I'm just gonna say hi to Eric. He's back after his meeting.
Hey-ho.
So we're just closing up, Eric, doing our shill phase at the end of the show. So we're just going through one after the other, kind of telling people what we're working on and where they can find us. So we'll have Omer Glitch up next, and then we'll get our guest to give us one final word as well. So Omer Glitch, you take it away.
I have a video that you can play. It's a minute and 10 seconds, so I don't have to talk and say all this stuff. It's really good. You'll like it.
Where's the video?
It's in the back. I shared the video.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me do the thing. Do the thing. It's in the back.
Do it. Just do
Which
it.
back? Oh, I don't see anything by you in the back.
It's a video. I shared it. It's down at the bottom.
Oh, in the comment section?
No,
the
it
bottom?
should be. It should
There's
be.
nothing
I'm
in the private
presenting.
chat.
Where are you talking about?
It's I shared a video to you. You see it down at the bottom. It should be at the bottom of square. There's an extra square. It should be.
Oh, the
It says
screen.
join the
Oh,
glitch.
share the screen. Okay, gotcha. I was looking for an address somewhere.
I was too.
Yeah, sorry.
Sweet.
Homer Glitch loves to glaze you with his art. Do you like comic art? Would you like to learn how comic art is made? Watch Homer Glitch daily. Did you know Homer Glitch streams daily? Find him on his website, killerpencilcomics.com. Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Day show. Watch Homer Glitch every Tuesday and Thursday on the Drawing Friends at 6 p.m. CST. Join the Glitch Army.
That's good, Homer. Well, it's a
Wait,
little
when
bit
did
laggy,
you hire
but,
Peter Cullen?
Hold on. It's a bit laggy, though. Send me the original file so we can have it to play next time, like straight in StreamYards. But it's cool, man. Good work.
Will do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey
Been
says,
trying to
this
make little
still
trailers
going?
for my show.
You gotta, man. You gotta keep it going. Like, I know Salty has like 3 trailers for his comic, so I need to, get those rookie numbers up. Corey says, this still going? Yes, Corey. We're usually 2 hours, so we're doing the show phase. We're winding it down. It's going to be over soon.
You do need 3 trailers. You
says,
need your first trailer, your second trailer, and your launch trailer.
Isn't your launch trailer at the beginning? Isn't your launch trailer the first trailer?
No, that's like the date that your thing comes out, your movie or your book.
Oh,
Boom,
the teaser.
It's launched.
The teaser.
It's
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Buy now.
Yeah. Well, see, I got a trailer that's kind of promoting me, and I need a trailer that's focusing on the story a little bit more.
Story.
No, don't end. Go for another hour for the
For the Bitcoins.
I appreciate you.
Yes.
I appreciate that. But
I
hopefully
need that 40-minute trailer.
As my fans always say, Fred, 4 more hours.
Yeah, right. I know.
You have fans?
People are they're
I do.
thirsty for the YouTubes.
They're
Need that
thirsty for the
40-minute trailer, bro.
What are we, Nintendo?
It's like a whole Netflix episode.
Gotta catch them all.
Right? It's these people just they're thirsty, Eric. They want more and more and more.
Yeah.
There's no satisfying.
Gotta give them what they want, man. Gotta give them what they want.
An episode of Seinfeld was only 28 minutes.
Right? They're bleeding me dry.
And then The Walking Dead comes out. It's like an hour and 20 minutes per episode with like 20 episodes per season.
Yeah.
Half of them, they don't do anything.
And I still watched them. What's wrong? What's wrong with me?
That was also a comic at the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mind.
Good stuff.
Well, they got refused because he was saying, yeah, it's a story about zombies. And the image editor was like, yeah, we already have enough zombie stories out there. Like, we're not interested. And then
But it's about aliens.
He pivoted and said, yeah, but there's aliens in it. Like, oh, aliens and zombies? That's interesting. All right, we'll have you on, man. And then like he comes back to him after 4 issues and is like, so when are these aliens coming in? Like, yeah, I kind of lied.
Never.
I lied, and you already paid me.
But they were like, why didn't you say it was about a father and a boy? It's a great story. It's like, oh, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can't pitch your own stories, man. Sometimes it's hard to get into people's
Because I'm trying to get a Netflix deal, Jim Valentino.
Right. It's hard to know what's going to turn people on. Like a lot of times, Bitcoiners, like I could say, oh, it's a Bitcoiner superhero. And a lot of them will be like, oh, cool, man. Like, let me get your comic. But if I say that to normies, like no coiners, they're like, oh, it's like almost
one
has
of those
the opposite
weirdos.
effect. Exactly. It's like,
So he likes talking about the JFK assassination and stuff.
so I got to go into other stuff, talk about his story, his parents, his, time in jail, and how he's kind of like Batman, except more anonymous in a way. Donate some Bitcoin, Corey. Yeah, Corey doesn't I could pay Corey in Bitcoin, but he's not interested yet. I'm trying to work on him a little bit because I would love a Ratel commission, but I only pay Bitcoin. So, Eric, do you have that relationship with your creators? Are you paying them in Bitcoin, or are you still using kind of traditional payments with your collaborators?
Yeah, for me, my entrepreneurial brain was, I know the end result that I want to get out there, and I want to get it out there now. And so I just went and, I started with Upwork, and I talked to and built a relationship with a guy, and then we work outside of it, and we talk on Instagram a lot. Very just traditional, I wish that I had the right contacts for people that are only inside the ecosystem, and I could have kept a lot of, some of that inside the ecosystem. But at the end of the day, I got to get to the end result. And I think the end result is something that benefits the ecosystem a lot. And I wasn't really I didn't want to wait, longer than I had to in order to get this out there.
Oh,
so, yeah.
But
I'd love to find a Bitcoin artist. Like, that would be amazing to have someone for the next issue that's in the ecosystem.
Well, if you need a cover artist or a pinup artist, I might know a guy,
Yeah. Apparently he does some pretty good stuff. I've seen it.
Yeah, I take Bitcoin, and I was lucky. I found a colorist because I go through Twitter every time I see like a talented individual in my feed. I take note of his email. I put a list. Okay, he's an inker, he's a penciler, he's a colorist, and all that. And then one day I found a colorist who was working for Blue Shack Comics, and I was like, oh, he's good. All right, let me put him in my Rolodex, so to speak. And I go to his Twitter bio, and it says Node Runner, hard money. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, this is good. And so I hit him up.
His Ratel ears have perked up.
So you're a Bitcoiner, right? Like, do you accept Bitcoin payments? Because I was kind of wanted to keep this whole project kind of Bitcoin centric, but that's a high bar to reach. And he was like, well, Bitcoin preferably, yes. So I was like, all right, man, let's make it happen.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So
I want to get on the Bitcoin bandwagon. Send me Bitcoin. Instead of
there
the
you go.
ETH, send it to me.
We'll work something out. I got to teach you how to set up a wallet. You and Wrangler, we're going to do a show.
Yes.
But I told you, I put all my Bitcoin in a mayonnaise jar and buried it in the backyard for safekeeping.
Well, that's smart. That's smart.
And the ex-wife took it.
Yeah, she did.
Next episode, we'll teach you how to keep it away from your ex-wife.
Oh,
yes.
There you go. Okay, let's do
that's
Wrangler.
awesome.
We'll keep our guest last. Save the best for last. Wrangler, we got your little audio introduction. Well, that's belittling. We got your audio introduction of Haley's World.
Quick
So
question,
let's give it
Fred.
Yeah, go ahead.
So if you had funds and say you were in a relationship, marriage type thing, is it possible to keep it away from the other person with Bitcoin?
Well,
not legally. I just mean like.
How would they know you have some?
Exactly. Well, I mean, say you mentioned it one time, and of course,
the thing is, you went
order you to.
Yeah,
right?
You mentioned it one time, but that was before you went on a boat trip and you lost it all in a boating accident, right?
Right. with all my guns, yes, Judge.
It fell in the water.
Yeah.
Yep. I lost the phone that had it. It's somewhere at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, bitch. Go get it.
So
that's short-circuited.
That's the big meme, like in Bitcoin. It's like the boating accident. It's like there's no way to prove that you have something.
It's the same meme for the gun community.
which I never quite wrap my head around, because from what I understand, it's all a public ledger.
Yeah, but your name's not on the ledger.
Ah.
It's all your Bitcoin address. So your address will be numbers and letters will form your address. Now,
the best way to do it is to find someone IRL to send you cash. You give them cash in hand, and then they send you a coin.
So that way, there's no trace to the exchange. But even if you do use an exchange, you can. There's mixers. So certain exchanges, like the exchange I use, they mix all their coins before and after sending it out. So everything's cleanly mixed. And if you send it to an anonymous wallet, they don't know where it's going.
By cleaning, you mean laundering?
No,
just remember the old lawyer adage: Never in paper, always in cash. In this case, Bitcoin.
And yeah, Bitcoin is cash. So that's something.
It is. It really
it's
is.
hard for people to understand. Cash does not mean paper money. Cash means money you exchange from one individual to another. And Bitcoin happens to be the electronic form of cash because that's the title of the white paper, right? A peer-to-peer cash system, electronic cash system. All right, so let's play Haley's. Is that very long, James?
No.
Okay.
Was it like 30 seconds or something like that?
Okay, let's
I
listen
remember.
to it. Let's listen in.
That's when personnel carriers sped by, much faster than permitted, carrying armed men. 3 of them passed, but the 4th screeched to a halt 20 feet away. Decker said, "Keep moving." Men jumped out from the back of the truck and raised their firearms.
Stay where you are.
One of them ordered. Another said into a comm, "We have them." The nanobots of Decker's sleeve rippled, flowing forward to form a gun in his hand. And he fired. The bullet hit his target between the eyes. The man staggered back a couple of steps, and the bullet was lodged into the skull. But catching his balance, the man showed no discomfort as he returned fire. A full-face helmet quickly formed over Decker's head. The PJs were bulletproof and blast-resistant, but Maggie did not have the same protection. Haley and Elizabeth threw out their protective fields, shielding all 4 of them, as a hail of bullets and bolts of yellow light flew in. The potato gun formed on Haley's right arm, and she sent a mental command to her comm system, hijacking the base's public address speakers, and they began to play a song called Dare by Stan Bush. She dropped her field while raising her arm, a blue glow in the barrel of her potato gun. She fired 4 blasts. Blue and purple kitten-shaped orbs sped forward toward the armed men. Just as fast, Elizabeth was throwing sparkling orbs of amber and indigo light at their assailants. The first volley finished off the man that Decker shot, turning him into a gel-like substance that dropped into a puddle and started dissolving, leaving only the clothing behind.
Nice. So that was an audio excerpt of Haley's World by Wrangler.
Yeah, sound effects and everything.
Love it.
Can you give us a little bit of insight on what you're working on right now, Wrangler, and where can people pick up your book so we can get some sales?
Awesome. Yeah, I'm currently working on book 3 and putting together kind of a rough summary draft of book 4. And you can find my books on Amazon, Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World. They are magic-fueled sci-fi adventures. A lot of fun for all ages. There's nothing inappropriate, so you could share it with your kids and, no worries. So you can join Haley, Elizabeth, and Sabrina as they take on some serious adventures and challenges. And you can also follow me over on Substack under Frequency Studios, where there's a short story set in the same universe. And I'm hoping to return to that and actually do a series out of that story. It's called New World Detectives. A lot of fun. You can check it out.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yeah. And also follow me on my YouTube channel at Wrangler212. And every Monday, we do the weekly Wing It with many of the same faces you see here tonight.
That's right. Exactly. And a lot of your stories are going to be accompanied by some of my art as well. So if you'd like to see more of that.
Cool, I got to get on that bandwagon. I'll make you some fan art. I'm down.
There you go. Thank you, Wrangler. And that brings us to our tonight's guest, Eric. I think we got a question before. So Sheldon asked, so you need a wallet for Bitcoin. Do you want to handle that, Eric, or should I?
You can go ahead on that one.
Okay.
I think, you got a good audience here. I mean, I'm curious how you answer that too. I mean, the answer is obviously yes, but I'm curious how you describe it.
That's right, because if you buy Bitcoin on an exchange, you don't have Bitcoin. You have the promise of Bitcoin. And
now, what do you mean by on an exchange?
Well, if you buy Bitcoin, say on an exchange like Coinbase or Swan or Bull Bitcoin, Bull Bitcoin's different. But if you buy it on those exchanges and you leave it there, so to speak, so you just buy on your account and then you leave it there, you don't possess Bitcoin. You have a promise of Bitcoin. Now, what you want to do is you want to be able to send the Bitcoin from your exchange to a wallet that you control, the seed phrase. So a seed phrase is like a passphrase consisting of 12 or 24 words. and that's your cryptographic key that controls your wallet. So a wallet is just kind of like, it's almost more like a key ring. I like to think of it like, a king used to have a stamp that could stamp authorize legal papers
the
and
seal.
transactions, the seal of the king. So that's what your wallet does. It authorizes transactions. Now, if you leave your Bitcoin on the exchange where you bought it and you don't transfer it to a wallet you control, all you have is a promise of Bitcoin.
Like the Bitcoin I have it's all in Cash App, so that would be an exchange.
Yes, exactly. So all you have is a promise of Bitcoin until you take custody of it. And taking custody means creating a wallet either on your phone or on your computer, and then getting a receive address and going on. I don't know if you can extract from Cash App. Is it something you can send your Bitcoin from? We'll have to check that out. I don't know Cash App.
I think I have to convert it to cash and then move the and then use the cash to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you some real
elsewhere.
Bitcoin.
I'm gonna have to jump through some hoops to make it happen, but
yeah, I'll help you out. I'll help you out with that. Sometimes people start like that. They don't know they gotta buy Bitcoin kind of like stocks, but Bitcoin's kind of like, it's like upgrading your money. You want to be able to take custody of it and not leave it on a service online. Because if Cash App goes down, or if they change their policy and they say, well, because right now you can't even get access to it. So all you get is kind of like a promise of monetary compensation pegged to the price. So you can only take cash out, dollars.
Yeah, I think I would have to convert it twice to get it in my actual custody.
Yeah, you would have to sell it to dollars, get the dollars, and then buy it on another exchange and then send it. Because say, for example, you wanted to pick up Eric's book, right? Like I want to pick up Eric's book. I'm going to use my Satoshis. I got my Lightning wallet ready to go. So I can send my Bitcoin there and make a transaction online and purchase the book. You can't do that with Cash App. That's because you don't have custody of your Bitcoin. You can't spend it. You can't send it to somebody. You can't transact with it yet. So that's what it means, basically.
Yeah. One of the things that actually gave me more hope in Bitcoin, not that I needed more, was that you started seeing the big evil corporations do the transaction. Now PayPal actually transacts in Bitcoin and make Bitcoin transactions on certain websites. So that lets you know, man, I don't think there's really a turning back. I think it's been here to stay for a while, but there's just more and more flags.
For sure, man. It's definitely here to stay. I don't know, again, if you can actually extract the Bitcoin from PayPal. Have you tested that, James?
I haven't tested it. It does have an extraction feature. I pressed it once, threw $20, pressed it once, but then you have to do like an identification check first, which I was too lazy to do.
Yeah.
But soon as I am not lazy enough to do it, I'll let you know.
Yeah. You got to jump through extra hoops. I know PayPal is not reputable amongst the Bitcoiners. There's better ways to get it, for sure. But we're all learning here. I mean, that's part of the process. Everyone kind of starts their journey at the bottom, and we learn slowly, and then you just get more and more into Bitcoin. The more you learn about it, the more you love it, and the more you want to stack some sats. Am I right? What do you say?
It never stops. It's a compounding. Like every time you learn something, it's like a whisper and a wedge to learn something else, and it's a continuous, perpetuous, growing curve that has really just an infinite boundary. I mean, like someone starts by asking, well, how do I make money in Bitcoin? And then they ask, well, what is money, or what is Bitcoin? And then they go into, well, why does it exist? And how did it come to be? And who started it? And what was the motivation? And then really, like, when you think about any product in the world, Airbnb, Uber, the grocery store, you go buy an apple at a grocery store, and there's a demand. There's always a demand that comes before a product or before a service. You need to want a house before you hire a contractor, right? You need to want to have comfort before you want a house. It's always a foundational layers. And so one of my favorite questions is always, well, what was the demand? Like, why did Bitcoin get invented? What was the reason? And what's it trying to solve? And those, to me, when people start asking those questions instead of how do I make money or when should I buy, that's when my ears really perk up and I get super excited. And so the learning curve never really ends.
Yeah, for real. I mean, a lot of people say Bitcoin's complicated, but have you tried learning how dollars work?
Yeah,
That's
good
like
luck,
10,
right?
10 times more complicated. That's the joke. Is people
Yes, they're made out of debt.
People use dollars, but they don't know how the system is put together.
And most people, you know, that are in government don't even really know how the dollar works either. I mean, if they did, why would we be on a self-destruct course for the past, 100 years?
Yeah.
If they really, unless they're suicidal. And I don't believe that that's the case for the majority. I think some maybe, but majority no. I think they genuinely, people don't know how to reverse this crazy cycle that we're on, which means that they don't understand how the dollar works either. Otherwise, we would be talking about solutions instead of just printing more. So I don't think they understand it either.
No, for sure, man. I think when you understand it, you want to get off the train. You want to get on something that makes sense and that's working in your favor. And Bitcoin, I mean, it's got math on its side, right? It's backed by mathematics. It makes a lot of sense. Sheldon says, I want a comic with boobs in it. Do your magic, Bitcoin. Listen, I got lots of boobs in my comic. Okay?
I was just about to say, there's a few boobs, beautiful, wonderful, female, respectable breasts, I mean to say, that are represented properly.
I saw that. I was trying to get him on the thumbnail, but I couldn't get it lined up properly to get the Bitcoin logo in the so. But listen, Eric, it's been a blast. I would love to have you back on because I think we just scratched the surface tonight.
We'd love to join again. Absolutely.
We'll definitely have you back on. Can you give us one last pitch? Tell us where you're at working on the comic right now, and where can people find you and find your comic? I know it's only available in Bitcoin for the moment, but people who want to follow you, where can they follow you?
Yeah, I'm just showing my screen here. Can you see okay?
Oh, yeah. Let me bring it up.
Okay. So this is CoinLords, CoinLords.com. This is my comic book, and it's a passion project that I started in 2017 while I was building my first mining farm, hanging upside down, plugging in the Ethernet cables and ideating a story of where is this going? What's Bitcoin trying to resolve? And it touches on a lot of philosophy. There's a lot of V for Vendetta in there, and George Orwell, 1984. You'll see a lot of Ayn Rand, Atlas Shrugged. This is designed to be a entertainment TV show, ultimately, that the whole family can enjoy and try and hit mainstream and bring more people into this ecosystem. So there's a few different types of characters. Our main character is the Bitcoin maximalist. They are essentially part of the Nakamoto army that lives on planet Satoshi. And this is going 500-700 years into the future. On our far left here, you got our day trader. And I've outlined all this on my Substack. So I've written a bunch of articles on Substack, and I'm walking you sort of through the CoinLords universe. And so let's see here, where I leave off. So we got this galaxy of Bitcoin civilizations, like 200 planets that are all across the, different types of ideologies that sometimes they fight, and some of them are free from corruption, and some of them have drifted back into authoritarian regimes. And like I said, we have the maximalists, we have the miners, which is essentially like a Mandalorian style group that all they do is they live and breathe mining all day long in different forms, in nanotech and in ice planets and in tattoos and using body friction and being decentralized by our skin. And then there's the developers, which really are kind of like the atlases, and it's the software that's really allowed Bitcoin to become possible. It's the software that guides our nanotech and all of our AI engines and extending human life. However, day traders, which in this story they're like mythical, you could say. They can sense fear and greed in people around them, and sometimes even influence fear and greed. So they're kind of like kingpins in a little bit of a shamanistic vibe. And then you got the hooded ones, which in this story are kind of like hackers. And, that doesn't mean that they're bad. I mean, at one point, you could say that the cypherpunk mailing list with Satoshi Nakamoto was all a bunch of hackers. Were they bad too? No, there's two sides to every coin, and we really got to explore the characters and their individual personalities for you to make your own decision of what's good and bad. So there's all these different characters and lores and archetypes that are all inside the comic book, and it's available for sale on the website right now. You can buy an issue, and I would basically just walk over to the postal office tomorrow and mail it to you. So you can check it out at CoinLords.com. You can find me on Twitter or on X at CoinLords HQ. All the links are on CoinLords.com too. You'll find me all here.
Yeah, I have the links in the description of the show as well. So there's your X account, and your all the links that you mentioned are in the description here.
Love it. Well, thanks for that. And yeah, you can see me at different conferences, and just launched it. It's very, very new still. So just passed, I think I've sold about almost 100 copies now. So it's brand new. Anyone that buys a copy right now is going to be part of the first 100 issues that ever were sold. And that's only going to exist for a short amount of time. Once it's past 100, it's past 100. So that's my shill here, CoinLords.com. And it's and the full name is CoinLords Bitcoin's Sovereign Worlds Unleashed.
Good. That's a good one, man. And Sheldon brings a good point here. Body friction, so banging. So will the babes be using their body friction to mine in the future scene? If you know where I'm getting to.
I think everyone can in their own ways. I think the lonely guy in his basement's probably going to be making a lot of friction too. Looking
Self
at
friction. See, there you go. Mining's going to get
equal
very
opportunity
strange.
going on here. Who really makes the most friction? You got to ask yourself now.
Well, yeah, you got to get that friction going on. You're going to need some oil to keep those machines lubricated, if you know what I mean. That's awesome, man. I'm definitely going to be grabbing a copy. I'm going to make sure, because right now we don't have a post service in Canada. You're probably aware they're on strike. Yeah. Do you ship by Purelator or other services? Is that an option?
Yeah, I'm in Nashville right now, just doing business. So I'll be shipping from the United States for the next month. Okay. But when wherever I am in the world, I just ship from there. I always carry some comics and some, postage envelopes with me wherever I go. So, cool. Anyone that buys this, and sometimes I pay shipping and it goes, sometimes I lose a bit on shipping. Sometimes I make a bit on shipping. It kind of just breaks even. I have a shipping cost included in the purchase.
Yeah.
So
us Bitcoiners are not afraid of volatility. And, we see the long game and we got a plan.
That's it.
You hear that? Everybody in the U.S., now is the time to order it while he is also in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, I'm going to be talking to you behind the scenes. I'm going to get my copy for sure. I want to secure that. Hopefully I can get it signed as well. That'll be an extra. And we're going to have you back on.
Yours.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, mine's coming out in March, so you can pre-order it on FundMyComic. Geyser, I think, is got some technical issues today, so you can't get it on Geyser for the moment. They're working out these technical issues. But we're going to be talking behind the scenes. I'm going to have you back for a part 2. This was very interesting, and I want to keep the conversation going. So thank you very much for coming on, Eric. I loved the show. Loved talking with you about both Bitcoin and comics. It's rare that I could do the 2 in one episode. Like, I got my Bitcoiner friends, I got my comic book friends, and us in the center of the Venn diagram are a very rare few. So I really appreciate these types of conversations, my friend.
Likewise, I really appreciate it as well, and I'm glad we finally got connected here. So let's stay in touch and keep building and growing and collabing together. I'm all for it.
For sure, man. So I'm going to give my shout out, my own personal shout out. Ratelcomic.com is the main website. You can find it on fundmycomic.com under Ratel as well. And Geyser's down today, but if you're watching this later, geyser.fund/projects/Ratel is where you can find it. There's one thing you can get on Geyser that you can't get anywhere else. Is I got these BTC pins that have got the Ratel logo that I've made from BTC pins. And I figured these got a reserve for people who pay in sats, if you know what I mean. So that's it for me today. Thank you very much for tuning in, folks. We'll see you next week. And we're off to see the Otter on Iron Seas now. So let me drop his link.
The water weasel.
Right. Let me pick up his link so I can drop it in the pirate chat. I tried to say private chat, but it came out pirate chat.
I'm going to go give him a love lotion power punch from Overglitch Raid.
It's not bad. It's not bad. So, yeah, that's it for now. Here's where you can find Otter. Keep up the mutual friction, says Sheldon. That's right, my friend. Check out CoinLords and check out Ratel. And we'll see you next time. I'm leaving you out with a Sabrina clip because we haven't played Sabrina all night. Can you believe that's how busy we were? This is our mascot for the show, Eric. Let me introduce you to Sabrina.
Summer
There you go. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a good night.
Have a good night.
God bless everybody.
The sun has gone to bed, and so must I. So long, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Hello, Bitcoiners. Thank you very much. Hello. It's good to be with you. It's good to be with you.